G'day guys, Razza here again, and since our last video mate, we've grown a shit ton, so gone out, got myself some fancy glasses and shit, and got some fucking, here we go, oh yeah, also got myself some fucking business cards mate, fuck yeah. I also got myself another cameraman, just so I can get all signs of myself, you know, because cameraman and shit makes you look professional. But anyway, we're off to go to Australia, one of Australia's biggest nerd congregations, Oz Comic Con, and this is actually kind of worrying because there's a few rumours going around the place. This is actually a secret safe haven for weebs. Now, I'm kind of worried that I don't want these creatures going in a sort of city anymore, so let's go over and see if these rumours are bullshit or not.
Going in, I had absolutely no idea what to expect, mate. I've been down these pathways before, but at least the enemy was in plain sight, lining up to enter their community of fucking weird, fucked up shit. But now, there seems to be no obvious signs of these creatures. Maybe they're hiding in the bushes, waiting for some awkward teen who is vulnerable from social stigmatization and will pounce on him, feeding him the ideas of sexual freedom, creativity, and reject your Western standards for the Emperor and his rising sun. Luckily enough, I'm here to make sure no one succumbs to that monstrosity.
G'day guys, alright, so we're in. I got given these, it's like Shrek things, but for something I don't know what it is. So let's go and have a little look around and see if we can find some weebs. This, guys, is pure proof that this is a safe haven for weeaboos. Now, like, I'm very interested to see, like, there's tons of shit going on here, mate, and like the weeaboos have just infested themselves into this thing, and it's hard to distinguish which is a normal person, which is not. Like, we have fucking Batman over there next to Nazi Japanese dude, so I don't know, man, this place is getting fucking weird. Mate, alright, so we've stumbled across the weeb stuff, and it's quite disturbing. It scares me to my bones. I've actually figured out what Comic-Con has done. They aren't making a safe haven for the weebs. They know that they're going to come no matter what. But what they're doing is they're segregating them away from the general crowds. Because to my right here, we've got all the weebs in one spot, and it's to push them away from the general normal people. And I think this is a very smart idea and a very good idea in Comic-Con, because maybe, just maybe, a fire might happen, and in this very particular area, just saying, like mine. And they've pointed out and kept all the people together. So we've got some good things going.
Going around the convention, there was a lot to do. However, I don't know any of the guests because I'm not some horny teenage girl searching for a piece of some vampire fuck. However, there were some things that took my interest, but I knew I had a goal in mind.
G'day guys, we're going to be starting to do some advertising now. We're going to start handing out cards, because that's how it works.
And what better way to do it to a good old-fashioned montage.
What are your number? 1, 2, 3, 4.
In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a night is rich, take her out for a meal. If a night is poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you a turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I daddy, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, life's for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Oh yeah. Sing along with us, dee 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 dee, da 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 da, yeah, we're happy. Da da da, dee da da dee da 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 da.
Yeah, we're going to do 3 business cards. 3 business cards. Yeah, but I'm giving you like currency. We're going to get 3 business cards. You can get 3 business cards back.
we'll sing again. We go driving or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town.
Let me see it.
In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, lives we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy. Da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
Through my travels, I did stumble on an interesting group of people known as LARPers, or in Latin, Pretenders Fighters, and although they looked pretty goofy, I was pretty curious on what the fuck they were.
Alrighty. So, what is LARPing?
What is LARPing? LARPing is an acronym. It stands for Live Action Roleplay. It's where we create our own original characters. We take them out onto the field, as you can see, these beautiful photos, and we act out them as you would in a video game or like D&D, though instead of relying on pressing buttons or rolling dice, you're relying on your own physical actions. The Warsaw LARP Brisbane, we are a combat-based LARP, so we use a fair few weapons. These ones are made from foam, so this model here is injected foam. Nice and soft, very little risk of injury.
Okay, and so let's say I want to bring my own stuff in.
Yep.
So what's like the limit? So like you can bring in like a foam sword and then a semi-automatic shotgun. Like where's the?
Sure. Well, given firearm laws, I doubt you'd be able to bring that semi-automatic shotgun into a public space to begin with, and no, definitely real firearms.
I was more thinking, well, friends here, like no one wants some like fun, but you just want to go along with it.
Speaking of shotguns, we also have bang guns that you can use. There's an example of a rifle. You're all aware of rubber band guns, you see them in cheap stores and at flea markets and all the rest. Literally that, but on steroids. So instead of using a rubber band, you use exercise tubing that is cut into lengths, tied into a band, held under tension from the barrel to the mechanism, tension's held there, spits the trigger, band goes flying. Don't have any bands on display to mitigate risk of...
Let's say, is there teams sort of thing?
There are indeed teams. There are various different war bands.
Can I kill my way to the top of the team? Like just systematically take out my commander in each thing so I can get to myself at the top?
That completely depends with what's happening on the field. Really. Yeah, it depends on
So
it.
we can team kill.
You can, but you probably won't be liked.
Leaders aren't meant to be liked. They're to be respected and feared.
Yeah, killing your way to the top is not the best.
If I was going to do like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, I could come in, I'm like, well, I'm an elf, can't die, good luck.
No, you will die. But we are medieval fantasy, so we take our costuming standards, run anything that's real world pre-1600s. We've also fantasy theme thrown in, we will allow on the field.
What about time travel?
No, time travel's not a thing.
No, that's a bummer. That'd be fun, just running around.
It would be fun.
Anyway, well, thank you for your time.
No, too easy. No.
Alrighty, so you guys are like fighting stuff, so where can I get my bets on to see who wins?
When? As in?
Yeah, when can we get bets in to see you guys win?
I think, is the next one at 2:30?
Next one is at 2:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Next one is at 2:15. You arrive dead on 2:15, and I will probably yell, "Yo, who wants me to win?" And then you can be like, "I do," and I'll walk over and hold out my hand and steal your money.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the
take your
starting bit?
bet.
What's the starting bit? Like,
You place.
So can I start like, and what's the percentages of like wins? Like, what's your numbers?
Well, my particular numbers for today it's more on armor. Like, we will be versing people who are very big, but we outnumber them. Yes, we have less armor, but they have more armor, so they take much longer to fall over.
We are much faster though,
Much faster.
and we tire much less quickly.
So it's pretty even. When you put it that way, it's pretty even. So you can just pick,
Okay.
choose your owner.
But when faced with a Sunny Boy, you will always lose.
Sunny boy. Excuse me. What's your name?
So like,
The arrogant.
okay.
We're not arrogant.
So wait.
We're telling the truth.
So like, let's say if I wanted to, like, you know what, I'm throwing, like, can we get some like WWE sort of thing where he's like comes in from the crowd, it's like throws a chair in, and it's like, oh, what's going on?
Maybe not from crowd, but we will probably get. Oh, my accent did it dumb again. We probably get people from corners to jump in and be like.
Because I'm down to come in, and just be like, whoa, new contender.
You are not ready. You are not ready. You need to go through serious training.
What?
Serious training.
I think I can pull it off. It's not. I don't even have to get. I just come in like this and be like, I'm the Bogan.
Number one.
You need an official weapon, an official pretty looking weapon. Fists don't count. Fists don't
These
count.
are weapons and they are pretty.
Unfortunately, so all ours are foam. They're not foam. They're flesh.
They are very strong.
I don't think these are safe.
Strong for us.
They are not safe, I can assure you.
We need to put some cable ties on them. They're not piece bound. You need to put them away. Put them in your pocket. Tie them.
And besides, if you would fight me now, you would surely lose.
Is that a threat?
Is it? It's a promise.
Okay. We might take this one outside a little bit later.
Pay-per-view on Foxtel. Let's do this.
Through all the cool shit that I was seeing at Comic-Con, I knew I had to go out to the people and ask them the hard questions, the questions that needed to be answered.
Right. So I need 3 tips how to cosplay.
3 tips how to cosplay. Goodness gracious. Well, you just can't care about what anybody thinks. That's like the number one rule. Just don't give a crap what anybody thinks about you.
And have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun.
And be prepared to sweat a lot and smell, which is all good if you're a Terminator.
Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears.
It's all good.
And how do you guys think we can fix the political divide plaguing our world on a social, economic, religious, medical, just level on all around? Or is it initially sort of in society ingrained already, or is it perpetuated by society or by media?
I would say it's a complete lost cause. Like this is a complete do-over situation. I just think we need to just bomb everything and move to Mars.
Okay.
Because we're done. It's done.
I think everybody needs to cosplay.
Yeah, everyone just needs to stop caring so much about crap. Like,
Everybody cosplays.
everyone just cares so much about stupid stuff. If everyone just stopped caring so much and everyone was just cool with each other and just chill, then I think the world would be a much better place if everyone just stopped caring.
Cool. And traps gay.
Hey,
Traps gay.
what?
Traps.
Traps?
Yes.
Are traps gay?
Females with penises.
Are traps gay? Are they gay?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose they'd have to be.
They've got to be gay.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, yeah, but that's a tricky one. That's sort of a paradoxical situation, isn't it? Because it's like, yeah, you know what? I can't tell you. I haven't got a penis, so I'm not qualified to comment. You know.
All right.
Neither do I. I'm not alloy, but
Yeah, it's all metal. It's just a metal situation.
it's like Ken. It's all smooth. Maybe we'll all need to go get munted.
Yeah, we're all gonna get munted.
Anyway, thanks guys.
Thanks, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Cheers. Mate, 3 tips on how to cosplay.
3 tips on how to cosplay.
Yeah.
It all depends on what you're going into cosplay for. I went into this, picking a cosplay is the hard part. I decided to go into this, I wanted to pick something I thought would suit me. I wanted to pick something I thought would be fun. And I wanted to pick something I thought would be popular, because hell, I love attention. So I picked something that was popular, with great from Overwatch. Picked something that would suit me, because it fit me like a glove. And I picked something that was fun, because I love affecting a nice southern drawl all day long.
That was fun, mate. Anyway, right, I need a big question here.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the current political divide in our society, you know, that's affecting us educationally, medically, religiously, socially, just politically all round.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Yeah, and do you think it's how much of it do you think is like naturally ingrained in society or perpetuated by media?
I seem to remember saying I got some cosplay questions for you.
Yeah.
This seems a bit of a branch from that subject, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that humanity has limitless capacity to change and adapt. So anything we do to ourselves.
Awesome. And last thing, our trap's gay.
Our trap's gay?
Yeah.
As in like
Chicks with dicks.
That's a left field sounding kind of question there. Alright, y'all gonna have to be more specific.
So, a female
Yeah?
that has a penis. Is that gay?
Is she a female then?
But she has a penis.
Then is she a female? I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's the question. Is it gay or is it normal? Or is it straight?
I don't think that's a yes or no side of question, son. That's all shades of gray, not just black and white.
Okay. Well, I think that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for your time.
You're very welcome, boy.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time I'm speaking to a Dalek. It's fun. Yeah. This is.
Don't be shy, ask me some questions.
Okay.
Exterminate.
How do you feel about the existential question of life?
I exterminate all life.
But what about your life? Do you exterminate your life or someone exterminate you?
No, no one can exterminate the Dalek.
But then your life must end eventually.
We never expire, humans expire.
That's pretty it's pretty confident. That's me after a hard night bender, but you know that's pretty impressive.
That is the weapon I use, and that is the weapon I choose to use.
What does it do?
It exterminates.
But how? Like, you gotta have a bit of charm with this. You can't just be like, it exterminates. I want to own it. Like, does it blow someone's head up? Does it, just make them sleep and never wake up? Like, come on.
Turns your inside to the outside.
That's pretty creative. I like that. Yep. Alrighty. So, obviously we have a beautiful cosplay. So what are you exactly?
Captain Underpants.
Interesting. And so how did you conjure up your costume? Like, it looks very complicated.
It is insanely complicated. You had to buy the dance belt,
Yep.
you had to buy the underwear, and buy the fabric.
I'm amazed. It's obvious. Look, keeping in shape is obviously the hardest part.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so any tips for like cosplayers in the future?
Like keeping in shape,
Or just in general, just cosplay tips?
be confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident. Even if you're not confident, just fake it till you make it. Then you'll get there.
Okay. Because obviously you're very confident with yourself.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't always like this, but here I am.
So instead of being like this, you're more like this. Instead of this, it was more.
It was very.
Well, like, see, yeah. Well, that's a little bit like suggestive as well. Like, if you don't show confidence, it's a bit like,
Exactly.
It's more, a bit more. Hello. So it depends how you want to really sell the costume. Also, do you have $3.50 for the bus ride home?
$3.50?
I need $3.50 for the bus ride home.
I'm sorry. I'm not handing out money to the Loch Ness Monster.
Like, I know you're probably not packing too much money in there, but any $3.50 you got in there, it would be very much appreciated.
No, come on.
Alright. Anyway, thanks, man. So, yeah, that was Comic-Con. Got some, put my advertising out there, spread the word around about Razza the Bogan. It was always good. I think people did appreciate it, especially what we're doing. And for the weeaboos and stuff, it was really good to see that they're cut and segregated from the actual people here. So it's good that we got two distinct segregations of society, and that's really good. But Comic-Con as a whole, it was, I don't know, I had no idea who any of the guests were. That was kind of weird, and didn't really interest me. But, it's not for me, I guess. But, I still had fun, especially with my new cameraman and shit. But anyway, guys, we'll see you we'll see you in the next convention video, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll probably died of a pinger overdose, but, you know, who cares.